What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a big one. I'm going to show you my entire comedy collection, Blu-ray and 4K. Comedy is the theme month here on my channel for the month of September, and I don't think I've ever shown my entire comedy collection before. As I was pulling out all my movies to prepare for this video the other day, I didn't realize how many comedies I actually have. It's probably a good quarter of my collection. Now, I try to not include subgenre of comedy. There's no romantic comedy in here, horror comedies, action comedies. I tried to leave all those out because, let's be honest, if I put all of those in, this video would probably be 2.5 hours long, and I know I can't keep you for that long. So here is my entire regular, straightforward comedy collection. All right, guys, so this video collection for comedy, it is very similar to how I organize the Blu-ray collection that I do every single year because I have so many. So we have this stack, those 3 stacks over there, and these 4 stacks over here. I told you I have so many, and if I pulled all of them out from all the subgenres, my entire floor would be covered, and I can't do that. So these are like the straight up regular comedies that I have in my collection. Here I go, kneeling down. Let's start off with Groundhog Day on 4K. Love this movie. One of my favorite Bill Murrays, I gotta say. 4K of Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Some Like It Hot on 4K. Probably my favorite Marilyn Monroe title so far. I've really been enjoying a lot of her work lately, and I love this movie. I love all 3 of them together. Their chemistry, really great if you haven't seen it. The Lost City with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. Of course, Zoolander, Steelbook. You can find this at Big Lots for like $5. Ted 2 Steelbook, if I can grab it. There we go. Ted 2 Steelbook. I believe Tony P sent this my way, so thank you, Tony. Las Vegas. I haven't seen this one yet, but obviously it looks like a comedy, right? I mean, it doesn't really look like it's a drama. This one is from Jasmine. I haven't watched that one yet, but looking forward to when I do. We got Free Guy. Of course, Animal House. Clueless. Gotta have Clueless. I watched Clueless so many times in the 90s. I adored this movie. Alicia Silverstone needs to have a major comeback. She needs to. She's just too good. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I put in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I figure that's a comedy, right? It's funny. I laughed during it, so there we go. Also, Howard the Duck. I think it's a comedy as well, right? Am I thinking the right thing? I believe I am. I laugh. I laugh during it. Airplane, obviously. And also, my favorite, Coming to America. All right, let's move over. The movie I watched last night, The Nutty Professor. Nutty Professor. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Bogus Journey. Don't worry if there's like 2 or 3 in a series. They're in here somewhere. They might not all be together, but they're in here. Death Becomes Her. So funny, so underrated. I love this movie. It's great to see Meryl in a very funny comedy. Bruce Willis, Goldie Hawn. Love this movie. Mr. Mom, Michael Keaton. To Wong Fu. Talk about underrated. I laughed so hard with this movie. I'd never heard of it before. I mean, I've heard of it, but I didn't know anyone that was really talking about it. It is hilarious. It is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. So if you haven't seen To Wong Fu, get this. Pick this up. If you can find it for cheap, definitely get it on a sale. Liar, Liar, No Question. Drop Dead Fred. Beverly Hills Cop, 3-movie collection. I mean, yeah, that's kind of like action comedy, I guess, but I just threw it in there. Little Fockers. Big with Tom Hanks. Adventures in Babysitting. There we go. Meet the Parents, still in the plastic. Chef, recently picked that one up. Life with Eddie and Martin Lawrence. We got the triple pack of Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End on 4K. And then this pile ending with Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. All right. Pile number 3. Here we go. Here we go. At the top, Melissa McCarthy in The Boss. Still haven't watched this one. I've heard bad things, but I picked it up at Big Lots for, I think 3 or 5, probably $3. I'm sure it's not that great, so $3. We're the Millers, Anchorman 2, Kindergarten Cop with Arnold, also Twins, Neighbors 2, Pitch Perfect 3 on 4K, Legally Blonde double pack, Mystery Men, haven't watched that one yet, Safe Men, that's a brand new one too, Orange County, Overboard, one of my favorites of all time for comedies. You gotta get this one. Kurt Russell, Goldie Hawn, equals comedic gold and magic. Pitch Perfect double pack. This one is bad looking. Like, I picked this up at Big Lots and it looks like a dog was like trying to eat it or something. It's just so bad looking. I should really get something different because it just looks horrible. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I pulled out the Blu-ray, even though I do have the steel book, but I was just grabbing all the Blu-rays, so Blu-ray version. Raising Arizona. The First Ted. Tag. This one is underrated too. So funny, so hilarious. Based on a true story. If you guys did not know, based on a true story. We're not kidding. Funny movie. Watch it if you haven't. Super bad. Stuber, I enjoyed this one as well. I recommend it to a lot of people out there. Kamal Nanjiani and Dave Bautista, their chemistry together is so hilarious. I think they're great. Why this movie did not do better, I have no clue. Well, actually, I think it was released around the time of Avengers Endgame. And let's be honest, bad timing. It was a victim of bad timing. So definitely pick up Stuber or watch it somehow because it's great. So I Married an Axe Murderer with Mike Myers. This is a good one to rewatch. All right, pile number 4. Continuing on, we have got The Mask with Jim Carrey. I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of The Mask. Jim Carrey to me in this movie is so obnoxious and it's just not for me. I know a lot of you out there love this movie, but I just can't. I can't with that one. Dodgeball. Ace Ventura. Love him in this one, though. Love him in Ace. Moving Violations. 40-Year-Old Virgin. Accepted. Always a good one. Always a good, cute laugh. Admission. Adventureland. American Pie 4-movie collection. As you can see, this is from alphabetical order. Anchorman. The Austin Powers trilogy, 1, 2, and 3. Not really the biggest fan of the third one. Bad Teacher. Love this one. Cameron Diaz is so obnoxiously funny in this movie as a horrible, bad teacher. Great. Underrated. Then we have Barb and Star. Yes, I have Barb and Star in my collection. Let's just move on to Bill and Ted Face the Music. There we go. Yes, I do have Blazing Saddles, even though I'm not the biggest fan of that movie. I threw in Booksmart. I was kind of torn. I'm like, well, it's not really obvious funny haha comedy, but there are funny moments in here, so I figure I put it in, so it counts. The Breakup. Yeah, this could go into romantic comedy, but I think it's more comedy than romance because they are breaking up in this movie, so I put it in comedy. I love it. I think it's underrated. Bridesmaids, obviously, and Bruce Almighty, more Jim Carrey. All right, so now let's head on over to this stack over there. Here we are over on the other side, the 3 piles right over here. Don't mind my slipper sock. And then the 1 pile over there that is left. Okay, so let's start over here with Hangover Part 3. Then we have the Hangover double pack with the first and the second. Hall Pass. Have you seen this one? I have. It's funny. It's raunchy. Jason Sudeikis is completely ridiculous in this movie. I mean, the whole concept of this movie is just so ridiculous. Fast Times at Ridgemont High I threw in because it could go either way. It could be a comedy. It could be a drama. I guess it's a dramedy. But I laugh, especially with Sean Penn as Spicoli. He's just so hilarious in the circumstances. So I put it in comedy. The Incredible Burt Wonderstone is so ridiculous. The House Bunny. I just love all female comedies, and this female-led cast is pretty hilarious. So The House Bunny, that's underrated. The House, Will Ferrell, Amy Poehler. That's a good one. Got it at, I think, the dollar store. Horrible Bosses 2. Love that one. Horrible Bosses. The Heat with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. I enjoy this one. A lot of people don't. I do. I think it's funny. Happy Time Murders. If you guys can't tell, I do enjoy Melissa McCarthy. But yeah, I don't love everything that she does. Only select stuff. But I mean, I got this one because, I don't know. It was there and I just picked it up. I don't mind it. This is my favorite Melissa McCarthy comedy, Spy. It's because she plays a regular person. She's not trying to overly be funny, if that makes any kind of sense. Like, it's kind of just natural funny, and she's the best in this one. If you haven't seen Spy, I really recommend that you do, because it's a funny movie and it's just a good time. So, Spy. Definitely recommend. One of my favorite underrated, She's Out of My League. Just watched this the other night. So good, so funny. Love it. Love it. And it has a great message too. Weekend at Bernie's, 80s classic. Trading Places, Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy. Such a classic movie. 35th anniversary. This needs a 4K. This comedy needs a 4K. It would look so beautiful with a 4K transfer. Top Secret. Ooh, I was not a fan of this movie. It's from the director or the makers of Airplane, and I like spoof comedies. I love Airplane. But this one just did not work for me. I found it really boring. Val Kilmer was okay. The only time I really enjoyed it was when he was singing, because he plays a singer in this movie. So when he was on stage singing, I did find it entertaining. But other than that, I was bored with this. I didn't understand what was going on. It honestly wasn't that funny to me. I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with my sense of humor. Maybe it was off while I was watching this, but I was not a fan. Not at all. Caddyshack. Caddyshack is classic, but I gotta be honest, I don't understand what the big deal about this movie is, because I know a lot of people out there say that this movie is like their favorite of all time, or it's in their top 10. It was like okay funny, but I'm not over the moon about it. The Money Pit. I watched this for the first time a couple of weeks ago. This was really funny and entertaining, because anyone that has picked up a house, anyone that's owned a house, can you tell I talk about like Blu-ray hunting all the time? Picked up. Anyone that's picked up a house knows that you invest so much money, and when it just goes to crap, you hate yourself. So that was funny. I've got Nothing But Trouble. And obviously Wayne's World Steelbook. However, of course the 4K is coming out. Of course. And I'm probably going to do a double dip and pick up the 4K, even though I have the Blu-ray Steelbook, but that is all right. All right, let's move down. Yes, I'm sitting on the floor as I'm like, scooching over. We've got Tower Heist. This is underrated. I found this movie highly hilarious. No one talks about this. No one talks about how funny this movie is. It's hilarious. Pick it up. We've got This Is 40. More Melissa McCarthy with Life of the Party. Little Miss Sunshine. Again, could be comedy, could be drama. I put it out. I put it in comedy because I laugh at this one. More than it's drama, I laugh. The Lovebirds. I enjoyed this one. A lot of people didn't. I did. I thought it was funny. Got Mallrats. Mannequin. I think it's more comedy than romantic comedy, so that's why I put it in here. I Feel Pretty. I love this movie. I know a lot of people don't enjoy Amy Schumer because of, I don't know, I guess they find her annoying or something like that. But I think this movie has a really great message, and that's why I enjoy it. Plus, it's funny. I like Amy Schumer. For a Good Time Call. Hilarious movie. I think it's funny. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. I keep saying that because I know my sense of humor isn't for everyone, but that's why I keep saying I think it's funny. I love this Emma Stone movie, Easy A. This is where I really first noticed her. I went to the theater to see this film with my friends, and we laughed our butts off. So this proves how funny Emma Stone is, and I love this one. Got The Great Outdoors. Absolutely. You have to have Girls Trip. Gotta have Girls Trip. Yeah. I mean, let's just move on. Okay, we'll move on from there. Game Night. Underrated comedy. I cannot say this enough. I've said this so many times about a lot of movies in here, and I probably should do a video about this. Game Night is so good and it's so funny. I don't know how it did at the box office. I can't remember, but I don't think it did very well because otherwise, wouldn't we be talking about it more? So let me just tell you, Game Night, if you're hesitant about picking it up, pick it up. That's my recommendation. Pick it up. Get Smart. I think I picked this up at Dollar General and it was actually funnier than I thought it was going to be. Plus, it's got The Rock. It's got Dwayne Johnson. Got The Burbs. More The Rock with Central Intelligence. This is my favorite team up with Kevin Hart and The Rock. I think they're funniest in this movie, and it's been a while since I've watched this, so maybe I should. Maybe I should. Got Clerks and Clue, the movie. I love this film. I love Clue. I've always loved the game board, Clue, but the movie I just adore. Tim Curry's in it. That's probably the majority of the reason why. Leslie Ann Warren, Martin Mull. It's just a great all-star cast. So there we go. Of great comedians. Ugh, let me scooch down here, trying to film this in one shot. All right. Sisters. Again, so funny. Female-led comedy. Women are funny, and this is the proof right here. So funny. The Other Woman. I know a lot of people dog this movie, but I don't mind it. I think Cameron Diaz is honestly really funny in this film, and so is Leslie Mann. I mean, Kate Upton, whatever with her. It's like kind of like take it or leave it. But I love Cameron Diaz in this movie. I think she's great. There's Something About Mary with Cameron. I pulled out The Sandlot. I think that goes in there a little bit. Young Frankenstein. Got Wet Hot American Summer. Waiting. If you were ever in a restaurant working, you know this movie is 1,010% true. Trainwreck. Obviously Knocked Up. King of Staten Island with Pete Davidson. Meatballs. This one was just okay. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a hilarious classic comedy. I would just call it a meh comedy. I mean, there wasn't anything like super fantastic about it. Obviously, Mean Girls. Like Father, Like Son. This one was just okay to me. I was kind of like meh with this movie too. So I really wasn't that impressed. The vacation movies. I didn't pull out Christmas Vacation because that's holiday. Obviously, I didn't pull out any holiday movies either. So no Christmas Vacation. So just regular Vacation and European. Napoleon Dynamite. I know this movie's so wacky and weird, but I love it. I love it. It is so my sense of humor. If you are around my sense of humor, then you will love Napoleon Dynamite if you haven't already seen it. Classic. This is a classic. Mrs. Doubtfire. That is a classic comedy. Underrated. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. I've seen this one time. It was a funny comedy. I really enjoyed this one. I was laughing at it constantly. I know it didn't get a lot of attention, but it was funny. It's Complicated with Meryl and Alec. Recent pickup, The Jerk. Just One of the Guys. Love this one. 80s classic to me. And then we've got Neighbors. Whew. Okay, so that's it for over here. Now we got to go over there. This is the final pile of my comedy collection. Can you believe how many I have? Oh my Lord. Okay, so I've got the complete box set of the Police Academy movies. This was gifted from a subscriber, by the way. 7 movies. I didn't even realize Police Academy had 7 films. I thought it had like 4, maybe 5, but it's got 7. So I haven't watched any yet, but my plan is that I will. So we'll see. A Million Ways to Die in the West. I pretty much got this because Charlize is in it. And I want to have every Charlize Theron movie. So that's why I picked that one up. Billy Madison. I'm caving into Adam Sandler. I know I've said, like, you know, his early stuff is stupid. I don't want it. But I figure I'll just suck it up and I'll get it. It was on a great sale. Ernest Goes to Jail. Gift from a subscriber. Robin Hood Men in Tights. Yes. This is a Mel Brooks movie I find hilarious. So I can't wait to rewatch that one. Black Sheep. Gotta have Black Sheep with Chris Farley and David Spade. Got Kingpin. Again, more Adam Sandler in the early days. Happy Gilmore. Summer School. I put that in there. It's comedy, right? I thought it was, so I put it in there. I could be wrong, though. Brewster's Millions, Dragnet. These are all recent from my Shout Factory pickup from their sale. Dragnet. Soap Dish. I love this one. It's so ridiculous, but it's hilarious. All right, Chance. I still have to watch Norbit, but I'm going to. I'm going to watch Norbit, I swear. The Naked Gun trilogy. This is a spoof that is funny. These are hilarious. Definitely the first one. Did I even see the third one? I'm not sure, but I can't wait. I cannot wait to rewatch those. Ride Along. Ice Cube, Kevin Hart. Haven't watched that one yet. Ride Along 2. Eddie Murphy, 1,000 Words. Gift from a subscriber, so I'm not really sure how that one is. Yes Man with Jim Carrey. It's been a while since I've seen this one. Maybe like 20 years, I gotta say. It's been a really long time. So, gotta do that one. The Guilt Trip, recent pickup. City Slickers. City Slickers 2. Finally ending with The Blues Brothers and Tommy Boy. What other better movie to end your comedy collection with than Tommy Boy? Man, am I exhausted. Those are all my comedy movies, Blu-rays and 4Ks. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know down below, what is your favorite comedy of all time, and how many comedy movies do you have in your collection? Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time.